Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm here today with my sketches and time layout for the month of August, and this week we are going to be using the sketch that I just showed at the very beginning there, and I will include another image of it at the end of this video as well. So this sketch has two different pictures in it, but I'm going to be using three, so I am cutting them down quite a bit. Two of them are going to be 4x4s, and then one is going to be a 4x3. So I just kind of cut them down so that I can use them across here. And I'm really taking advantage of the layers in the sketch. So I'm going to be using a bunch of layers here. So I have a whole bunch of scrap papers picked out. I have this green cardstock, and I'm using this to mount all three of my pictures on it. And then I just have a few things here and there that I want to go ahead and use up. And the big one is that Adrian Lumen paper right there. That is a really difficult pattern to use. So I'm going to be using that as kind of my biggest layer so that I can use it up. So this sketch has the main elements going straight across the middle, so I'm going to keep true to that. So I'm going to cut down this Adrian Lumen paper here, and this is from Webster's Pages. It just has a really busy pattern on it, so it's hard to use in big chunks. So I figured since I'm going to be using three different pictures, it would be a good idea to use it here. And then I have this little green and pink stripe as well that I'm going to use, and I want to use some of these strips here, these border strips. They are branding strips. That's the word I'm using. And I keep the ones that I like the patterns on them, or they have nice colors or something that I know I'll use. I keep them, and so I'm going to use one along the top and one along the bottom, and then I'm also going to pull a smaller one out because I know I have a small yellow one somewhere, so I want to use that kind of underneath the center right here. So I'm going to pull that out to use as well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the gray and white one down here on the bottom, and then this one up here on top, which is kind of an orangey color, and I'm going to bring a little bit of oranges color in along throughout the layout as well, so I wanted to go ahead and use that to help highlight it. So I'm just cleaning it up a little bit, and I'm going to put this up at the top, and that is on top of this pink paper. Now I'm going to go ahead and start getting some of these things stuck down because I like where they are going. So I'm going to go ahead and put them down. And these pictures are of a restaurant in Tucson called Lindy's on 4th, and it's a burger place. And it was featured on the TV show Man vs. Food a while ago. And we saw an episode of it and realized that's in Tucson. We live in Tucson. Let's go check that place out. And we did. So we went a couple times while we lived there because it was really, really good. The burgers were fantastic. And so I just took pictures of our food while we were there. And the burger on the end there, that is a burger that I ordered, and it is served on a honey bun donut. And it was delicious. So if you've never had a hamburger served on a donut, I highly suggest it. I know that they've done Krispy Kreme donuts before, but I'd never seen a honey bun, and it was so good, you guys. Just the salt and sweet together. Like, I love salty and sweet stuff together. That's one of my favorite combinations, so it was delicious. Okay, so I took a piece of kind of chevron embossed cardstock, and I tore it into two strips, and I'm going to use some at the top and the bottom. And then I have all these little pieces that I pulled from some of my die cut packs. I have a Heidi swap board that says fresh, and then just a few things I was looking, mainly for pinks and greens. And then I have these two really, really large ones, and these are from Heidi Swap. And I have not figured out a way to use them yet because they are very large. So I'm going to actually cut them up, and I'm going to hide all the words on them behind the pictures because the sketch has kind of big floral pieces in the spots where I'm putting these as well. So I'm kind of using those as those little spots. but I'm going to layer them up here and just kind of use them like this. And I got to use up 2 really big pieces. And I just like how the clear ones, you know, they go pretty well with the paper ones. Sorry about that. Okay, so I have this little die cut here that says Totally. This is also from Heidi Swapp, and it's in orange color. This is where I'm going to bring in a little bit of orange, and then I also have an orange arrow I'm going to use. So I'm just getting out all the little pieces there and pulling off the film. I'm going to run that through my little Xyron here, and it doesn't come out. I was having issues with my Xyron that day. I'm still having issues with it, so it takes me a few minutes to actually pull it all the way through. But I'm going to put this fresh down here along the bottom, and I am going to use my tiny attacher to attach that eventually here. But first I'm going to run all these little die cuts that I have through my Xyron. I'm just going to go ahead and stick them all in here. And any ones that are transparent, there's an acetate on them, so I have to take that off. And I like this little frame here. It's pink, and I'm going to use this on the top, so I'm going to go ahead and make that a sticker as well. And then I am going to use some of these little tiny alphabet stickers from Tim and Beck, and I'm going to do a little tiny title on that frame. Okay, I also have this little die cut here that says This Was. I'm going to put that over the fresh. And I'm just looking around to see what else I had pulled to make sure I use everything that I want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put this frame up here on the top, and then I'm going to use the alphabet stickers, and I'm going to put Man versus Food because that is where we saw this restaurant on TV, and then we went and decided to go try it. And it's located in downtown Tucson. It's really, really good. And the people there are awesome. Okay, so I'm going to use this Totally here, and I'm going to put it right along the bottom. And then I have this really large 4, which is from Heidi Swapp as well, and I'm going to use that as part of my title. So I'm using these stickers, and I put Lindy's on, and then the 4 will be 4th, and I'm going to bring back those Tim and Beck stickers to do the T and the H here. So Lindy's on 4th. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put all the rest of these little die cuts that I put through my Xyron here. So I have my little geotag, which I put right next to the title, this little ampersand, which I put in between the burgers, and then these cute little green florals that I'll put on either side. And then I will go ahead and attach this fresh down here, and add this little die cut that says This Was, that's from LA Studio, and then this little Heidi Swapp orange arrow pointing towards the word fresh. And then I have this little notebook banner flag that I'm going to do my journaling on, and I'm just talking about how we saw the restaurant and realized that it was where we lived. So we made sure we went to go check it out while we lived there. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this under the Totally. And then I need a finishing touch. I am writing Tucson, Arizona up there as well, so that I don't ever forget where that was. And then I'm going to add a couple of enamel dots, but then also a couple of these little stickers from this old Studio Calico sticker sheet that I'm trying to use up. And a couple of them have little matte prints, and then one has a lime, and the grain just goes really nicely. So I'm going to just highlight those with some enamel dots. And then that's going to complete my layout. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions. I will leave a link to these sketches in Thyme blog down below if you guys want to come check it out and see how the other design team members are using this sketch this week. And I will have another picture of the sketch at the very end here. So I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.